6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The caretaker Prime Minister says Pakistan is expected to attract $60 to $70 billion investment in the next 3 to 5 years. The President has approved the reconstitution of the National Economic Council. Pakistan and Azerbaijan have reiterated the resolve to further cement bilateral relations in diverse sectors. The second martyrdom anniversary of veteran Kashmiri Hurriyat leader Sayyid Ali Gilani is being observed today. Presidents of Turkey and Russia are meeting on Monday to discuss the restoration of deal for safe passage of grain shipments. The first one-day international between Pakistan and South Africa women teams is being played in Karachi this evening. And now the news in detail. The caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haqqaqar says Pakistan is expected to attract an investment of $60 to $70 billion in a span of 3 to 5 years. Talking to senior journalists and anchor persons in Islamabad, he also mentioned that apart from this, there are also pledges and promises of additional investments the country can receive, totaling nearly the same amount. He said Special Investment Facilitation Council has also developed a website where updated information is available about the current joint ventures as well as where the potential for future investment lies. The caretaker Prime Minister said according to some estimates, Pakistan has mines and minerals worth $5 to $6 trillion. He said the reserves at Rekodik alone have the worth of $700 billion. The caretaker Prime Minister said there is also a wholesome plan to exploit the vast potential in the agriculture sector. He also talked about the potential in information technology and defense production. The caretaker Prime Minister emphasized for collective efforts to build a bright future for the country. The President, Dr. Arif Alvi, has approved the reconstitution of the National Economic Council. The committee will have 13 members with the Prime Minister as the chairman. The National Economic Council comprises the Prime Minister, Chief Ministers, as well as representatives of the caretaker governments. S.M. Tanveer is a member from the Punjab, Muhammad Yunus Thaga from Sindh, Ahmed Rasool Bangash from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and Amjad Rashid, member from Balochistan. Besides, federal ministers for finance, planning, communications and energy will also be members of the council. It is pertinent to mention here that National Economic Council is responsible for reviewing the overall economic situation of the country as well as planning economic, commercial and social policies. The ambassador of Azerbaijan, Khazar Faratov, called on the caretaker Foreign Minister Jalil Abbas Gilani in Islamabad today. During the meeting, the entire spectrum of bilateral relations was discussed. The two sides noted the positive trajectory of Pakistan-Azerbaijan relations and reiterated the resolve to further cement relations with a focus on trade, connectivity, and people-to-people contacts. A briefing session for the resident diplomatic missions in Islamabad on Special Investment Facilitation Council was convened by the Foreign Secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs today. Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Government Effectiveness, Dr. Jahazeb Khan, made a detailed presentation informing the diplomatic corps on the establishment and various aspects of the Council. He particularly highlighted investment opportunities in Pakistan in 4 key areas, including information technology, agriculture, energy, and mining. The participating diplomatic missions were requested to brief and encourage their countries to profit from the promise of Pakistan being a resource-rich country. The government recently constituted the Special Investment Facilitation Council to serve as a one window platform to fast track decision making and promote as well as facilitate foreign direct investment in the country. The World Health Organization representative in Pakistan, Dr. Palitha Mahipala, called on the Minister for National Health Services, Dr. Nadeem Jan, in Islamabad today and discussed measures taken for the improvement of the health sector. The federal minister was appreciative of the support extended by the World Health Organization to Pakistan in every difficult hour. He said services of the World Health Organization in dealing with the coronavirus and polio eradication efforts are commendable. The Sindh caretaker health minister Dr. Saad Khalid Niaz has categorically rejected rumours of the suspected cases of monkeypox disease in the province. In this connection, he stated that the results of initial diagnostic report of 3 suspected people are negative. They all have been quarantined as per the prescription of the doctors. The caretaker minister further stated that some tests have been suggested, and if these reports will result in negative, then they will be sent home. This is Radio Pakistan. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the occupation authorities imposed restrictions in Srinagar to prevent the people from paying tribute to the creator of the famous slogan, Hum Pakistani Hain, Pakistan Hamara Hai, and symbol of Kashmiri's resistance to Indian illegal occupation of Jammu and Kashmir. Sayyid Ali Gilani on his second martyrdom anniversary today. Sayyid Ali Gilani remained firmly committed to the Kashmir freedom cause and his pro-Pakistan stance throughout his life. He had to endure unspeakable hardships at the hands of the Indian oppressive regime for championing the Kashmir cause of inalienable right to self-determination. The veteran leader spent more than 2 decades in jail or under house detention. Even he was under house arrest when he passed away at his Hyderpura residence on this day in 2021. The caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haqqaqar has paid homage to the iconic Kashmiri leader Sayyid Ali Gilani on the occasion of his second death anniversary. In a statement on his X handle, the Prime Minister wrote that in face of the persecution and hardships, his commitment to the Kashmir cause was unparalleled. The Special Assistant to the Caretaker Prime Minister on Human Rights, Mashal Hussain Malik, has paid rich tributes to the veteran Kashmiri Hurriyat leader Sayyid Ali Gilani on his second death anniversary being observed today. Addressing a seminar in Islamabad today, she said the struggle of Sayyid Ali Gilani for the Kashmir cause would be remembered for a long time. The Special Assistant said the veteran Kashmiri leader highlighted the case of Kashmir at all international fora and exposed the Indian brutalities. Mashal Hussain Malik said Sayyid Ali Gilani was the pioneer of Kashmir freedom movement and he led the freedom struggle till the end of his life. She said the iconic leader remained steadfast like a rock on the principled and historical stance of inalienable right to self-determination. Mashal Hussain Malik said Sayyid Ali Gilani's devotion, dedication and unwavering commitment to the noble cause of freedom would continue to inspire Kashmiris incoming generations. She urged the entire nation, the Kashmiris living in Azad Jammu and Kashmir and the world over, to be united and take the mission of the great Kashmiri leaders forward. Russian President Vladimir Putin will meet his Turkish counterpart Recep Tayyip Erdogan to restore a deal ensuring safe passage of grain shipments. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov told reporters today that negotiations will take place in Sochi on Monday. He said Moscow's announcement came shortly after Ukraine said 2 more ships were sailing through a temporary corridor Kyiv had set up to ensure safe navigation. Israeli forces martyred a Palestinian in a raid at Al Aqaba village in northern West Bank. The Palestinian Health Ministry said Abdul Rahim Fayez Ghanam, 36 years of age, was shot by live Israeli fire in the head in the village. Cricket. The third match of the Asia Cup Cricket 2023 will be played between Pakistan and India at Palakkale, Sri Lanka tomorrow. The match will start at 1430 hours Pakistan Standard Time. The first one-day international of the three-match series between Pakistan women and South Africa. Women teams will be played in Karachi at 1930 hours Pakistan Standard Time today. And finally, the weather report. Mainly hot and humid weather is expected over most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain thunderstorm is expected at isolated places in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Pothohar region, Islamabad, Kashmir, and Gilgit-Baltistan during evening and night hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.